I would like to sing an aria from La Bohème. I know the wrong opera when I hear it, but tragically I can't. Every time I sang at home, I told you this before, my poor father would say, "Will you stand at the door so the neighbours will see we're not baiting you?" I was thinking before coming here of the children who are here tonight. And children, could I just wish you a very happy Christmas? And could I thank you very much for bringing the adults with you this evening? Because, yes, because I'm sure you had lots to do, and there's letters to Santa and all sorts of hugely important things like that to be done. Because Christmas is a great time for wishing. There was a little girl I know of. She's a rather bigger girl now. In fact, when I was at her wedding, her father told the story about her. She was the only girl in a house full of boys. And of course, the inevitable happened. She became the biggest boy in the house. And coming up to Christmas, her father and mother sat down and said, "Now listen, Santy will look after her surprise, but we should get her something really special, like a girl's toy. You know, just a lovely, lovely girl's toy." So they went on the tour and they found a magnificent doll. She could walk, she could talk, she could cook the dinner, she was just amazing. Christmas morning, they were lying above in the bed and they heard the footsteps on the stairs. And in she came and jumped up on the bed with a big red tractor under her arm. And Mommy and Daddy, she said, "You should see the lovely doll Santa brought John." Well, I don't know what you wished for when you were small. I wished that my brother would join the Foreign Legion and stop annoying me. I wished that my older bossy sister would run away with the circus, marry the lion tamer, because he'd put manners on her. I wish that my younger sister would find a gaggle of girls her own age to giggle with and would stop following me and the boys around. That didn't work out so well anyway. When I got older and went to school, I wished that the school would burn down. And I certainly wished that Sister Euphrasia, that she would develop an illness. No, not a life-threatening illness, because I wasn't a total sociopath as a child, but just enough to keep her out of school for the year. And of course, the school is still there and she is thriving. And then the world changed and the world of wishes fell apart. In November 1953, my mother died. And I remember wishing that Mammy would come back for Christmas from heaven. And that my dad and my grandparents and my aunties and my uncles would never go to heaven. And of course, she didn't, and they did. And that's the story for all of us, isn't it? That the things we wish for. Now I'm an older person. I know the difference between wishing and hoping. Wishing is that you sit down and think of it What kept us children alive after the death of our mother was a father who got out of bed every morning and did all the usual things and put on the porridge and then went to work and came home and fixed our lunch and came home and helped us with our homework. And grandparents and aunties and uncles who were good to us and who were there for us to see and who created a safety net that said to us children, "You will not fall out of the world. We will sustain you until you develop the strength of your hope. And that is what I hope you are finding, that there are kind people, that there are good neighbors, that there are friends who come through the furnace that is a bereavement and turn out the other end pure gold in your lives and sustain you. And we hope that what? We hope that we can live again. And at the same time, we can feel guilty about that. How can I live? How can I ever go on to have laughter in my life? How can I ever go on to have love in my life when this person has gone? I can feel guilty that if I am to live, does that mean I have to leave them? And of course, it doesn't. I've said this to you before, and again I'll say to you, the dead do not want us dead. Because anybody who has loved you, and you would not be here had you not been loved by this person. Anybody who loved you to that intensity wants you to have life and its fullness, wants you to have laughter, wants you to have friendships, wants you to be able to do the ordinary, wonderful things that make us human and keep us human. Will there ever come a day when we will not remember them? No. Will there ever come a day when we do not grieve them? No, never, never. But that intense pain of grief, that awfulness and that darkness we endured at their deaths, over time becomes a greater, softer, warmer awareness of their presence, because the greatest legacy the dead leave us is the hope that they will no longer be outside us simply in memory, but that they will live inside us for as long as we breathe, for as long as we have a lucid moment. Every laugh we laugh, they laugh. Every song we sing, they sing. And it is the quality of our living and our loving that is the greatest witness and testament to those we have loved. God bless. Thank you.